I did a postdoc here about 16 years ago, and I really fell in love with the place and the people, and have maintained a long-time collaboration with some people here. And so this was a great opportunity. And frankly speaking, this is kind of the heart and soul of computational modeling in psychology. A particular proposal was to bridge between people that were working in human intelligence and people who are working in artificial intelligence. And the way I kind of saw it was people that are willing to go across the aisle, so to speak, to kind of merge these two. So I'm interested in using the artificial intelligence aspects to make sense of the human decisions. One of the topics I'm interested in is the decision to shoot and how police officers make the decision to shoot. And that's an incredibly complex decision. Those police don't make that decision alone, right? There's other police that also make a decision to shoot. How does that impact each other's? You can expand this. As we develop in artificial intelligence, we're putting humans in the loop, right? So we're saying, okay, I want to have a machine that makes a recommendation, but also a person that makes those decisions. I have a paper where we're working on a process that all scientists are often very familiar with, peer review. And the particular question we're interested in is, what's the difference when people do what's called single blind review, where people know the names of the people that wrote the paper, and how do people make judgments when it's a double blind review, when they don't know the names or the affiliations? And if there's a difference, you know, there's lots of people that talk about, well, we can really change our process. We should really make it more equitable by going to a double blind review. But there's not a lot of data about what the difference, how that information changes and how people use it differently between those conditions. One of the projects I'm working on right now is an NSF-funded grant looking at forecasting. So we have a big study we've been doing on basketball games. So and it's easy to find experts with college basketball. So we set it up so based off of the NCAA tournament, and we give people different teams and we ask them to predict the probability that one team will be better or ranked higher. And then we systematically study how people make those judgments, how quickly they make those judgments, how the different representations of those teams impact how people make those judgments. In decision making and cognition, we spend a lot of time talking about how the mind works and how it's processing information. But I'm also interested about how the mind adapts to the environment and how the structure of the environment around you helps you make decisions. The people in this building, in this department, in this university have done a wonderful job of developing these computational models to do really good work in modeling behavior in controlled laboratory tasks. But I'm really interested, okay, how can I push that and take these models outside the lab and look at more realistic behavior and see how far we can push those models to predict behavior outside the lab. I'm really excited about Bloomington's making this opportunity to kind of bring these two areas together and ask really interesting questions. How we can use artificial intelligence to maybe understand decision making and cognition in humans, and vice versa, maybe how we can use what we know about how human intelligence works to improve or learn about artificial intelligence. And so that intersection is really an exciting thing. And my family moved with me, so I'm really excited about Bloomington, just to live life and have fun and work hard.